Wellness for Life is brought to you by Purim Physical Therapy, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Mojave Ottawa Community Action Partnership, CHI St. Joseph's Health Weight Management Center, and Natural Alternatives.
Hello, I'm Matt Koffenberg, owner of Purim Physical Therapy. Today we're going to talk about a fairly common condition called sciatica. Sciatica affects a good percentage of those in the population. At least one time in your life, there's a good chance you'll have sciatic type pain. So I want to talk a little bit about what sciatica is and what we can do to help with that type of pain. To help really understand what sciatica is, again, you gotta really truly understand the anatomy. So I've made a drawing of the lumbar spine and the pelvic complex to really give us a good idea of what sciatic is. So this particular drawing, we are looking from the back side of someone. So the black boxes here are representing the vertebra or the bones of the spine. And again, remember, we're looking at the back side. So this large butterfly-shaped bone is called our pelvis. The hip actually attaches right into the pelvis, and we go down towards the knee and then the foot. Now, the bones of the spine, the main job of the bones of the spine is to protect our spinal cord. Off of the spinal cord, we have nerves called nerve roots. So if we look between lumbar level 3 and lumbar level 4, we have a nerve root. Between 4 and 5, we have a nerve root. Between 5 and the sacrum, we have a variety of nerve roots. Now, those nerve roots actually all come together and form what is called the sciatic nerve. So this large clump of nerve is our sciatic nerve. That sciatic nerve basically sits below our buttock muscles. So again, as we look at the anatomy, we've got our large butterfly pelvis. There is one muscle here in blue called the piriformis muscle. That piriformis muscle sits directly over the sciatic nerve. Now remember, on top of the piriformis, we have our large buttock muscles, or the gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius. Those muscles sit over the top of the piriformis. The piriformis then sits over the top of the sciatic nerve. Now, sciatica is when that sciatic nerve gets irritated. So the main thing that's going to irritate the sciatic nerve is this piriformis muscle. When that piriformis muscle goes into spasm or tightens up, it'll actually compress down on that sciatic nerve and you'll end up with some pain. Now, the typical pain with sciatica is going to be pain directly where the sciatic nerve is, so basically buttock pain. There will also often be pain that goes down the back side of the leg. And again, that has everything to do with the anatomy. If you look at the sciatic nerve, it continues down and it'll go down the back side of the leg, and it actually will split at the knee and it'll turn into a couple of nerves that'll go down to the foot. So a lot of times people will have pain from sciatica that goes all the way down to the foot. It doesn't mean it's coming from the low back. It often is just coming from that sciatic nerve due to piriformis tightness. So now in therapy, we can figure this all out. We can determine if this is truly a piriformis sciatic type pain, and it is incredibly easy to treat. All you have to do is you've got to do some stretching of the piriformis. You've got to heat the piriformis up, and you can use modalities such as ultrasound, or you can use a hot pack. You can use some electrical stimulation, but you'll want to stretch that piriformis out. And then thirdly, you'll want to make sure that you strengthen the buttock muscles around the piriformis so that piriformis doesn't get tight again. Commonly, the piriformis will get tight if we lose hip motion or if we lose sacral motion. And again, that has everything to do with the anatomy. The piriformis muscle attaches on the hip and it attaches on the sacrum. So if your sacrum gets tight, the piriformis could go into spasm, or if your hip gets tight, the piriformis can go into spasm. So in therapy, we will evaluate all of that. We'll evaluate whether or not your sacrum is moving right. We'll evaluate if your hip is moving right. And then we can direct our treatment directly right at that piriformis. Now, I do want to show you one piriformis stretch that you can do at home If you do start experiencing some buttock pain, or if you start experiencing some pain down the backside of your thigh, you can try this one stretch to see if it will help. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that stretch now. So as I was saying, we really want to stretch out that piriformis muscle. So one of the easiest ways to stretch that piriformis out is just to lay down on your bed, on your back, knees bent, feet flat. And if you want to stretch the left piriformis, what you do is you take your left ankle and you place it on your right knee. You grab your left knee, and then you pull the left knee right towards your right shoulder. And you pull it till you feel the stretch. And you'll feel it, and you want to hold that for about 30 seconds. And I would recommend that you do about 3 of those stretches to see if that helps with the pain from sciatica. So that concludes our discussion on sciatica. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me at Perm Physical Therapy at 218-346-2464.
Thank you for watching Wellness for Life. Brought to you by Perm Physical Therapy, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Mojave Ottawa Community Action Partnership, CHI St. Joseph's Health Weight Management Center, and Natural Alternatives.